Hi everyone, so we are almost a week to Christmas, and so today I thought it would be really fun to make a Tom and Jerry. A Tom and Jerry is an old holiday drink from the mid 1800s. They really had a resurgence of popularity in the 40s and 50s. People would have their cocktail parties for Christmas and they would often serve a Tom and Jerry. What's nice about a Tom and Jerry, it's like Egg Nog, but it's warm. And especially this year, as we might be socially distancing outside with our close friends and maybe neighbors from a very safe distance, but we'll be outside where it's cold, a Tom and Jerry is warm and delicious. So the most labor-intensive part of a Tom and Jerry is making the batter mix that goes on top of the drink. I've done some of the legwork prior to save a little bit of time. So what I've done in advance is I have separated 12 eggs. The egg yolks are in here and the egg whites are in this bowl, and I have whipped them up into meringue. You want to whip them till, if you can see, there's little peaks. When there's little peaks, they're whipped and they're done. And now I'm going to show you how to put the batter mix together. So first of all, we have our egg yolks, and I'm going to go ahead and mix those together. Not so they're whipped, but just so they're mixed together. And there, that's good. And then we're going to add the ingredients to the egg yolks. We're going to start with a half teaspoon of cinnamon. We're going to do half a teaspoon of allspice. We're going to do a quarter teaspoon of nutmeg and a quarter teaspoon of cloves. That's smelling really Christmassy. Then we're going to do 1 ounce of vanilla extract. And then, as you need a little booze in the batter, we're going to put some rum in it. This is the rum I'm using for my Tom and Jerry because I'm making a dark chocolate Tom and Jerry, so I wanted as many chocolate elements as possible. This is a wonderful rum from Selvarey. It's a cacao rum. It's got a chocolate taste to it. It's really phenomenal. If you haven't tried it, I really recommend it. I'm going to do 1 ounce of chocolate rum. And then I'm going to also put in 1 ounce of Maya lemon, coconut, and lychee. This is a really great element that you can add to any kind of cream or topping. The coconut and lychee just add a wonderful element. So I'm going to do 1 ounce of coconut and lychee. And then finally, I'm going to do a couple of dashes of Angostura Bitters, a couple of dashes of that. And then I'm going to go ahead and mix that together. Mix. Wonderful. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add the caster sugar. You need 1 pound of caster sugar. What I usually do, because I don't have a measuring thing here, is I will just go to the supermarket and buy a 1 pound bag, and then I know it's 1 pound. So I'm going to go ahead and mix in the caster sugar. Probably the messiest part. Get that all mixed in nicely together. And you can do this by hand. It's just quicker and easier if you have an electric whisker. This little handhold is really great. Okay, great. So that's all mixed together. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to fold in the egg whites that I prepped earlier and mix those in together. We're going to fold them in. If any of you watch Schitt's Creek, when they have that scene where they have to fold in the cheese, this is folding. You just fold it in. Awesome. So I'm going to do a little bit of a manual stir, and then I'm going to give it a little bit of a light whisk just to finish it off. Make sure it's really mixed well together. Just on a low speed. Mix it together so it all looks nice and smooth, like so. That's perfect. And then the fun thing about a Tom and Jerry, and because they were so popular in the 40s and 50s, is that these were made en masse, and now you can find them on eBay, or usually there's one in a thrift store every holiday season. It's a lovely Tom and Jerry set. It comes with a nice bowl decorated, and then you get these little mugs that come with them, and it's adorable. So now your batter is finished. You can do this in advance if you're having a holiday, you know, rendezvous outside. You can actually make this in the afternoon, pop it in the fridge, and then just grab it out again when you're ready to have some Tom and Jerry's outside with family and friends. So I like to transfer my Tom and Jerry batter mix into the Tom and Jerry bowl, as so. And then we can go ahead and I'll show you how to put the cocktail together, which is really, really easy. I have my little Tom and Jerry cups right here. So all you're going to do is you're going to take 0.75 ounces of almonds, dark chocolate, and sea salt liqueur. I'm actually going to make 2, share with a friend. And then you're going to take 0.75 ounces of the Selvarey Cacao Rum. And then the third element of a traditional Tom and Jerry is cognac. So I've got some Courvoisier here. I'm going to add 0.75 ounces of Courvoisier. As so. And then you top it with 4 to 5 ounces of hot milk. And this is where the comfort and the difference between Egg Nog and a Tom and Jerry, because it's all hot and cozy. You're gonna pour about 4 or 5 ounces on the top of warm or hot milk. So, and then you just top your Tom and Jerry with some spoonfuls of your batter mix. Like so. And if you're making batter mix, I mean, it really is, it's good for a lot of cocktails. You could probably make 40 drinks out of this batter. So if you wanted to have the ingredients and just do 6 eggs rather than 12, you can do that too. And traditionally, a Tom and Jerry, you put nutmeg or cinnamon or something on top of the Tom and Jerry. But as this is a dark chocolate Tom and Jerry, I'm going to go ahead and grate some dark chocolate on top. Like so. And then you have a delicious, warm, boozy cocktail to share with friends and family. So there we have a Tom and Jerry. Happy holidays, everyone, and I will see you soon. Bye.